Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Kabutops and welcome to another Star Citizen video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make insane amounts of money in Star Citizen starting off from any starter ship. You heard that correctly. From any starter ship, I will show you guys within a day to be able to buy any ship such as the C2, the 890 jump, or any of those that you guys have your eyes set on. These missions are super easy and will get you guys into that top 1% of top 1% upper echelon of players where you guys can do whatever you want in Star Citizen and be ready for anything that the game has to throw at you. Before getting further into the video, I would like to say that I'm doing $500 in giveaways from March 11th through 15th. That is a 5-day streaming event where every single day I'm going to be giving away a ship. And if you guys would like to win those, just be in my streams from the 11th through 15th. I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 3 p.m. PST. And if you guys would like to win, you have to be in my stream to be able to win. If you guys want notifications when I go live, make sure to join my Discord where we have an amazing 3,000 member count just about, and we have an amazing looking for group channel. We have other orgs that sponsor themselves in there and just a bunch of stuff that could go on, guys. So if you guys want to join our org, if you want notifications, anything like that, anything Star Citizen related, and you guys just want to play with some other people, make sure to join that Discord. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, guys, if you are starting off with a beginner ship, then make sure to follow this guide. But if you guys already have a C2 or a Caterpillar and one of those amazing cargo ships, skip ahead to this timestamp and you guys will get all of the information as well. If you guys do not have a C2 or a Caterpillar, stay here and listen to how to get one of those super easily. Guys, you're in your starter ship and you're wondering how you can make so much money in Star Citizen to be just as rich as I am, if not even richer. I know some people already have 500 million aUEC, so it is crazy and you guys want to get on that level. I understand. The first thing that you guys are going to need to do is get 160,000 aUEC. The way to do that is to grab your starter ship, go on over to Microtech, and go to Astor's Clearing. After arriving at Astor's Clearing, you guys want to accept a mission that says Copion something, like exterminate Copion. Okay, this mission is going to pay about 27,000 aUEC. You guys could just fly around in your ship and shoot these Copion just by holding tab and letting go. That's how you guys find those little white pings on the ground, and that's where the Copions, like the packs of them, are. And after you guys have found those Copions, you just shoot them with your ship. The best way to do it is to hold right click to zoom in, press G to enable gimbal mode, and then begin firing on those Copion. It's super easy. You guys get 27k per mission completed, and just do that about less than 10 times. So you have to do that about 8 times to get 160k, and this is where the mission starts. After getting your 160,000 aUEC, you guys need to make your way over to New Babbage. That is on Microtech as well, and that is super easy. After landing at New Babbage, which is very easy, if you guys do not know how to do it, make sure to look up a guide, but you just need to go to the airport looking area. After landing there, then you just get out of your ship, go through the elevators, and then directly ahead of you, next to the ASOP terminals, there is a rentable kiosk. If you guys go to that renting kiosk, you guys will be able to rent a Constellation Taurus. That ship holds 174 SEU of cargo, and that's exactly what we need to finish these missions. Hello and welcome to the Magnus Gateway. If you guys are tuning just in from having a C2 or having a Caterpillar, or you guys are doing it with the Taurus, it is not going to matter. It is the same thing. So you guys can press F2 and go to maps. We're at the Magnus Gateway, as you guys can see in the bottom left. You guys can see right here. This is where we're going to be buying tin. If you guys don't know why tin is important, check it out right here. So at these contracts, these new priority ones in your contract menu, this has been introduced and it is pretty crazy. So you guys can see that there are small resupplies for 630k for some Detatrine or whatever it is, but we don't care about that. We want to be doing the tin and the pressurized ice. The reason is because it's just better, it's easier, and it's a little bit cooler to do. You guys could also do the copper and corundum. I highly recommend doing this one if you guys are in your Taurus, and if you guys are in a C2 and you want to just make a little bit of quick cash, you guys could do this as well. Copper and corundum you guys can get as well here at Magnus Gateway. I don't know about other areas. I'll try to pop that up on the screen. If not, I will show you guys where to go for that right now. But guys, 26 million aUEC missions. You guys can see it pays out a crazy amount of money for you to deliver 228 SCU of tin to our obituary and pressurized ice to our obituary as well. But right here, guys, there is a 6 million aUEC mission that we could do too that is a little bit better. If you guys are wondering what I mean by a little bit better, it comes down to simple mathematics. Per SCU, it is actually worth about 15,000 aUEC more to do these smaller missions than to do these larger. The reason you would want to do the larger missions is just because it's a little bit faster if you guys have all of the material in one spot. Because if you deliver all of this to Checkmate, say you have 200 SCU, you deliver it to Checkmate, and then the next turn-in location might be your obituary, then you have to fly to that location as well. But guys, this is what we're going to be doing today is these 26 mil missions, but guys, these 6 mil ones are really good to do as well. If you guys are in your Taurus, grab this 6 mil mission, grab it so you guys can get that tin and pressurized ice, and if you guys are in your C2, grab the big mission to get your 228 of tin and your 228 of ice, and let me show you what to do now. Alrighty, so we are in Magnus Gateway, like I told you guys before, and we're going to be going to the Inner Station Transit. This is where we're going to be buying our tin. This is the only location that you guys are able to buy it from, and you want to go to the Galleria. I accidentally clicked Cargo Center. That is my bad, but we're going to want to be going to the Galleria. That is the only location that you can buy tin in all of Stanton and Pyro, and you guys can see that it is a mess here. People moving bikes here to try and knock people away. There's people taking up every single one of these commodity shops, but that is completely fine. What you guys want to do is you guys want to position yourself right about right here in the middle, so you guys are waiting directly behind someone, and as soon as one of these people steps off, you want to go in and press F so that you guys are able to grab that kiosk. Another thing that you guys could do is just try to find a dead server with not a lot of people on it. There's only 100 people on mine, and you guys can see that over 10 of those 100 people, so over 10% of the server is actually in this admin kiosk. Now, this might seem like a little bit of a hard task for you guys, but do not worry. Every 10 to 15 minutes, the tin restocks. So you guys heard me correctly. This commodity shop refreshes and gives you a bunch of tin that you're able to buy, meaning every 10 or 15 minutes, someone should be jumping off of this kiosk. And as soon as they jump off, you want to jump over here and grab it as well. Remember, you guys need 250,000 aUEC just to buy the commodities in total. So in order to get all of that tin, as well as all of that pressurized ice, you guys are going to need 250K. So make sure you have a little bit of investment there as well. And once you are on there, just buy the tin. If the tin is not available and it says that it is out of stock, all you guys are going to have to do is wait 10 to 15 minutes. Remember, 10 to 15 minutes while standing on the kiosk, and it will refresh and you can buy it. The best way to know if it's going to restock is when you get on that commodity shop. If it restocks, set a timer on your phone or a stopwatch for just any amount of time. Just set a stopwatch, and once that hits about 10 minutes, keep your eyes peeled because the tin could restock, and then after it's restocked, press lap or stop the timer and restart it, and you guys will be good on that as well. That is what I do, and that is the best way. Another thing I want to show you guys right here is SC Trade Tools, so come check it out. The number one thing that I am asked every single day when doing these missions is, how do you know when stuff restocks, or where do you get pressurized ice, or where do you get tin, blah, blah, blah. Guys, just look it up. It's super, super easy. Look it up on Google, where to buy tin in Star Citizen, or come over to SC Trade Tools. After you guys are on SC Trade Tools, link in the description for that, go down to data, and where it says commodities, press that orange button right there and type in what you guys want to find. Let's say pressurized ice, and then press submit. You guys are going to see that it cost about 620 to 696 per SCU to get these from anywhere in Stanton, and these are the only locations that it is sold by. So Megami Refueling, Port Tressler, and Ruin Station, you guys cannot pick it up at Terra Mills because that's one of those locations that's like on the ground. It's just not worth it to go there, and they can only hold 16 SCU boxes, so not worth it. So you guys want to go to Megami Refueling, Port Tressler, or Ruin Station, and after the fact, you want to grab all of your stuff from there. And then if you guys want to get tin, like I said before, the only location to buy tin is actually at the Magnus Gateway, sadly. So you have to wait until that restocks and then try to buy absolutely as much as you guys can. Once you guys are on the commodity terminal just like this, you guys can be backed up like this where you guys can see your balance and everything like that, but I highly, highly, highly recommend stepping forward by pressing W just a little bit. We're going to be waiting for the tin to come in now, and there's a couple things that you guys could do to try and maximize how much you guys can have. Now, you guys can hold a total of 1,000 SCU from a bot terminal. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the 25 34 or 32 size containers. If you guys are in a big C2, you guys could do 32s. Don't worry, that's completely fine. You just double click it and you're gonna type in the number 20. Okay, 20 is just the best bet for me. That I feel like that's like the easiest one. And then you're gonna press Control A and Control C just so you guys can copy it. And what that's going to do is when this refreshes, all you have to do is press the 32 right there, double click Control V, and then you guys are good. So we're going to wait for this tin to replicate. All it has to do is propagate on the things. You guys don't have to go through different menus going like this, clicking like this, or anything like that. You don't have to do any of that. You can simply just wait and the screen will refresh itself. Another thing you guys can do is if you guys are on the select location right here, not on your C2, see how that doesn't work? If you guys are in the select location and it shows that cargo capacity is blank out of 696, you guys are able to actually auto-load this to your ship. You guys can see that the corundum is here as well. So if we wanted to buy the corundum to do these smaller missions, that is a possibility. You guys could just buy it right there. But if you are in the select location and then your cargo, like you don't have anything selected in the subcategory and it just says cargo capacity 0 out of 696 right here, you're able to actually buy the tin and it auto loads it to your ship. That way you don't have to actually put it there on to your ship at all or anything like that. What you could do after is after you buy your first load, let's say you completely buy 700 SCU and fill up your ship, you just press 32 and then you press all the way right and you just buy it right there. That's super easy and that buys the max amount. After you do that, you can quickly run over and switch it to Magnus Gateway and try to buy more. That way it is put in here as well. But that's just a good little thing to do so that way it auto loads for you. It's going to give you guys a timer, so don't pull out your ship until the timer is done, but that is another quick tip for you as well. Alrighty, you guys can see that I was able to buy some copper here, even though I wasn't able to get tin because I did mess up. So there's copper there, and then we only have a little bit of corundum, but you guys can see that we're loading up a bunch of corundum onto our C2 here. This is going to be a really good thing because I'm going to be completely full on corundum, and then we can step aside and let that person go up to the thing, and it will be resetting in probably around 10 to 15 minutes. Now, what we could do is we could press F1 and go to contracts, and you guys can see right here that even if you do not do those 26 mil missions, you guys can still make a lot of money. We just need to find the copper and corundum, you guys can see right there, for 13 million. The best part about this mission is that most of the time you deliver to the Pyro Gateway, so you don't even have to deliver it to somewhere outside of Stanton. We're just going to be flying in the realm of Pyro, so that's going to be really awesome. And like I said before, guys, if you guys are in a C2, a Caterpillar, or you guys are in a ship like the Taurus, 334 SCU is a lot, but it is super easy to do once, and then you guys get 13 mil that you can put towards bigger ships or anything of those values as well. So all we have to do now is go over to the security area, and you guys can see this right here is a symbol I want to show you guys. You guys can see that it says cargo transfer. That means that right now we have 2 minutes and 55 seconds left of it transferring all of that corundum or whatever it was to our C2, and you do not want to claim your ship or do anything with it right then. But what we're going to do is we're going to equip some armor and our tractor beam and all that, because we are going to be needing a tractor beam. If you guys do not have one, go to the cargo center and buy a max lift tractor beam. You guys can see right here in the utility, that's the one we're talking about, because we are going to be dealing with bigger containers, and if you use something small like the little baby tractor beam, you guys will not actually be able to pick up those big boxes. You have to go and get one of those big tractor beams, the max lift, like the one I have right here. I also highly recommend putting it on your left side of your backpack and putting a weapon on your right side. That way, if you press the 1 keybind, it will pull out your weapon, and if you press the 2 keybind, it will pull out your tractor beam. So 1 is on the right side, 2 is on the left side. It's that easy. As well as, guys, make sure you have a lot of crews. You guys can get that at your cargo center as well. Does not cost a lot, and if you are going to be sitting at those locations, such as the terminals where you buy tin, you want to make sure that you have enough water or food while you're standing there so you don't pass out and your character dies while you're just trying to get that tin and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and try to deliver all of this corundum and copper to the Pyro Gateway. Once this is done, I'm just going to grab my C2 and take it directly out there, and it's going to be super easy, guys, and I'll see you when we do that. You guys can see now that I have requested my C2. All you have to do is go over to the left side, hold F, and then click it with your mouse. Now, if the cargo is not auto-loaded on there and it is glitched out or something, all you have to do is go over here, store your ship, and then bring it back up without leaving your hangar. That is a common bug that can be fixed. You guys can see that it is filled to the brim with these 32 SCU size containers. So all I have to do now is fly to the Pyro Gateway like you guys can see in my mission. And I want to bring it to your guys' attention again that please do not accept the missions and turn in anything until you for sure have the amount of stuff to give to the missions. Because the worst thing that could happen is, let's say I turn in this 300 SCU of corundum, and then I come back and I only have 200 SCU of copper. That means I have to wait at the kiosk again, and it's just going to take a little bit more time, and that's just not what you want to do. Now, let me show you guys the strategy that I like to use. Now, there are not really campers or anything like that, so you don't have to worry too much, but I highly recommend opening up your map and then putting in the area that you want to go. Usually, it's going to be the Pyro Gateway, because if you're not delivering at the Pyro Gateway, you're going to have to be going through Pyro to get to, Pyro anyway, right? So then what I recommend doing is holding B to spool your quantum drive and then pressing Alt in and then pressing in. So you guys want to have your landing gear up as well as your quantum drive spooled by the time that the doors are fully opened. That way you guys can just fly out super fast and get out of there before anyone does have the chance to ram you, destroy you, or any of that. Griefers are the worst things in Star Citizen, and doing anything that you guys can to limit the amount of effect that they can have against you is really good. You guys also want to utilize F4 to see where you can fly out without clipping any of the walls, and then go directly to your jump point. You guys can see it's usually just aim down, left, and then continue that way. We can see that there's a guy right there, and he's in a caterpillar, so it looks like he's doing the similar missions as us, and then we just jump. You guys can also see that by pressing F2, it's going to take 5 minutes and 30 seconds to make this jump. And if you guys want to make that faster for yourself, at least in a C2, make sure to go over to, I'm pretty sure it's Everest Harbor. Yeah, you guys can go to Everest Harbor, and I'm pretty sure that they have a quantum drive to buy for you there. If you guys don't know which one to buy, just go to Urkel.games, see which one's the fastest for you. And now I'm going to travel all the way over to Pyro Gateway, unload this, show you guys how to do it, and it is really simple. I have just arrived at the location, and I want to bring to your guys' attention that yes, I am doing this in a bigger ship, and you guys can see that I am in a C2. But you can still do this in a Constellation Taurus, and you could do this in any ship that has a cargo grid at all. And if you guys think that's a little crazy, well, believe me, it's not too wild. If something has to do with 60 SCU of storage space, just use it in a Taurus like I showed you guys, that you guys can rent. But please, guys, try out this method right now. This is going to be going away in March, and I just think that you guys need to do this to get as much money as you guys can. If you guys think that getting this amount of money so fast is breaking the game, there is a chance that CIG agrees with you guys and that they do a money wipe in the future, right? So to protect yourself from that, I'm not saying that there's going to be one, but in the event of there possibly ever being one, it would be beneficial that you guys get as much money as you possibly can and buy as many ships as you can, so that if something does happen in the future, you are safer than sorry. Now, that's what I like to focus on a lot in this channel, is not just money, guys, but being safer than sorry. And so, guys, press in to open your, your landing gear, and then turn your ship sideways. I know this is going to be a little crazy. Some of you guys think you might not fit, but you can. I was alerted to this yesterday that I could actually fit, and I did not know that. And you guys could just fit directly, like lengthwise like that. And then all you have to do is back up somewhat as much as you guys can, because you don't want your nose of your ship to be leaning. That's what happened to me. And my ship was like glitching out a little bit, but we're going to land just right here like that. And you guys can see the back is good, the front is good, and then press I. It is beneficial, and you guys need to do it. Doesn't matter what ship you're in. Press I to turn off your engines, because if you guys don't, you can actually get glitched. And what I mean by that is, if you guys have been playing Star Citizen for a while, you will know. But if you are new, you guys need to know this, that if you do not turn off your ship engines, sometimes your ship can miraculously fly upwards. I don't think it really happens that much nowadays, but still, just to be safe, do it. And if you guys are in the C2, face this way, face the elevator, and drop down instead. You'll take like 2% HP damage or something like that, which is nothing. Then run to the back, just like I am here. And this works if you guys are in the connies as well. It's going to be the same exact thing, you know, unloading. You want to position yourself to where the back or the front of your ship is looking there. And then it is going to lower out our thing. We might, yeah, no, okay, we're good. We did not have to go forward or anything like that. And then just begin by grabbing all of your corundum and then putting it into the elevator here. I'm going to get to you guys when I finish doing this, and you guys do not have to worry about storing what's it called, not enough of the corundum or too much of the corundum, because what happens is if you actually go overboard and you put, let's say, 400 SCU, even though you only need 334, it will actually keep those boxes for you here at this location, and it does not delete them. Star Citizen did really good with that, but if you don't want to risk it, then don't risk it. All you need to do is store your stuff and then lower it, and then you guys can put the excess amount of it as well. So I'm just going to continue to put all this corundum here. I'll see you guys when I'm done and I turn it in here, and when we're going to head back all the way to Magnus to grab all of that copper as well. You guys can see that I have unloaded the majority of it. We still have 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes left, which is absolutely amazing because that's almost enough to do another one of these missions. We'll only have to get just a little bit more of corundum. You're going to go over here to press use, and then you're going to press the lower elevator button and then press confirm. If you guys would like, it is better and more beneficial to just stay in this menu and don't leave it yet, just to try to refrain from getting any glitches. That is going to store some of the corundum. We have about 18 SCU left right there, but you guys see that the mission finished, and now we no longer have to actually deliver any more corundum to this location. So what we're going to do now is we're going to raise the elevator and load up all the remaining corundum in here, just so it can be stored here for future missions that we do, so that we don't have to do as much of a big haul next time. Or even if you have an excess amount to do multiple missions, we would be able to do that too. So we could go ahead and check the 6 mil missions or the 3 mil missions and see if we have enough of the resources for that too. And then maybe we could just accept one of those and then turn it in. That way we can make money as well, right? You guys can see if we press F1 here and go to contracts and go to offers and go to priority. If there's another mission right here that says deliver 13 SCU, we could just raise the elevator and lower it and finish that mission as well and get an additional 400k for doing absolutely nothing because the materials are already here. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing that you guys could do in your Taurus, is just fit as much corundum as you possibly can. Then on the next flight, fit as much of that copper as you can. And then you guys are able to make a bunch of money doing these kind of missions. Another thing I want to bring to your guys' attention is refueling. If you are landed, press the landing area on the bottom right and refuel your ship every single time that you are leaving somewhere, because in Pyro and as you guys heard right there, it's at 100%. That's when you know that your fuel is good. Then you can request to leave and you guys will be all right. But there is an issue where if you guys are flying around, it might say randomly that you are at 50% or 25% fuel, and you guys need to stop where you are and find somewhere that you guys can jump to get gas. Because what's happening right now is there is a current fuel bug. So if you guys don't want to encounter the fuel bug where it doesn't refuel your ship, just land your ship just like I do here, get out of the ship, and then go store it and bring it back up. That should help it. It is really good. You guys can see right now that I'm spamming alt in, and for some reason the elevator door isn't even opening. And I want to show you guys another thing that you guys could do that can sometimes even be faster. As you guys know, flying back to Magnus is going to take 5 minutes, as well as landing, getting out of here, doing all those things can take a little bit of time. So sometimes it's a little bit better to have your spawn set there. As you guys can see, I just backspaced right now, and my spawn is set at Magnus Station, which means when I get there, all I have to do is request my ship and wait the 10 minutes and then pay the fee or whatever it is, and wait only 10 minutes to get my C2. So if I was in Pyro and I backspaced and did this, I would be saving 10-15 minutes just because I did that right there. So always have your spawn set at Magnus, because that's where you buy copper, corundum, tin, almost all of the things that you need. 3 out of 4 of the things that you need for these missions, you guys can buy at Magnus. Now what I'm going to do, oh, look at that. You guys can see in chat as I am making this video, Noramac is a viewer that I've had, and I have said this this guide multiple times on my things. He is literally saying, rent a Taurus, do the 3 mil missions, do the 6 ones, or do 3 of the 6 mil missions, and then buy the C2. That is actually hilarious. I'm going to drop a W in the chat seeing him there. That is really, really funny, boys. That as I'm recording this video, He's over there in the chat saying to do the exact same thing because, guys, it's the best method to do that even people in game are talking about it. Now, I don't want to actually go to the Galleria. I am mistaken there. I'm just going to go request my ship and then put the copper in it as well because I already have all of it bought because luckily we did that beforehand in the clip that you guys already saw. Alrighty, I have fully loaded my C2, and you guys can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boxes left in there. All you have to do so that they do not disappear is lower your elevator just like that. If you guys leave anything inside your elevator, when you leave your hangar, and for some reason, like, you just kept it up there, maybe you had extra and stuff and you didn't send it down, you will lose those resources. You guys heard me correctly. Those will just disappear and you will lose all of them. Now, I did miss a couple of things here. We missed about 2 boxes there and then 1 box there. I just could not find a way to fit them in there, sadly, but that's completely okay. You know, sometimes things happen. What we're going to do now is we have to jump to the Pyro Gateway, but I actually just got someone in my chat actually just let me know that there is an issue where we can't get out of our hangar that I showed you earlier too. So if that is persisting, there is a little bit of a fix that we can do for that, so do not worry. But what I'm going to do is power on my ship and then try alt in. Looks like it requested our hangar instantly. We're going to spool up our quantum drive, press in and raise our landing gear like I showed you guys before. You don't have to worry about your back door closing. We are going to be transporting our copper all the way over to that location now as well. And we don't have to set a jump because it is 86 GMs away and we can see it there. But let's go ahead and actually press F2 to make sure that we don't have anything set. That's weird. Our character was a little bit sideways or whatever right there. So we're going to fly out now as fast as we can. And we are going to turn, pop a 180 angle on that and go to delivering the shipment. And just like I thought was going to happen, it actually isn't letting us go there. So what we have to do is type in Pyro, click the gateway, and then just press the R keybind. What that's going to do is set your, like, jump there. And for some reason, I actually can't exit my thing. That was really weird. There looks like there's an issue where it's not letting me actually jump there. So I'm going to unpower my ship and then turn it back on and go over here and turn off my coolers. Maybe something's happening and my quantum drive isn't jumping, but okay, perfect. Remember, guys, make sure to always refuel your gas, and let's head on over there. Thank you so much. I have just finished unloading, I'm pretty sure, all of the stuff that is needed for copper. So what I'm going to go ahead and do now is just press that lower elevator. We could see that we have 10 32 SU size containers. So I, in fact, did not actually unload all of it because that's only going to be 320. And as you guys can see, we need 334, so we need just 14 SCU more. But what we could go ahead and do... Oh, no, wait. We only have corundum here like that. Is all we have to do is just raise the elevator back up and put 1 more of these boxes there. This is a little bit of an issue, I know. It's kind of sad that it wasn't 320 exactly, because then now it's like you have to fit 11 of these 32 SCU size containers in there rather than just a perfect 10. I feel like that would have been perfect. But all we have to do is just put it in there just like that. We press this, and then we're going to lower the elevator down. And you guys saw that we only needed 14 more SCU. And what's really cool about it, first off, let me show you guys that the mission is going to complete right there. It is done. This is also how you guys unlock some skins in the game, so make sure to do that. Heck yes. We can press F1 right here. We just got paid out 13 mil. We finished the contract. We can go to completed missions. We got 13 million aUEC. Heck yes, boys. But you guys can see if we use the elevator right here, we can actually scroll down all the way to the bottom. And you guys can see that it took the excess copper of 18 SCU extra and kept it here for us. That's what's super cool nowadays, is that instead of it being in a way where that 18 SCU just disappears, they made it with these missions to where that 18 SCU stays there and makes it to where all you have to do on the next mission is raise that elevator and lower it instead of having to just lose that resource altogether. Now, I want to say thank you so much to everybody that watched this video. This is how you guys are going to be making insane amounts of money in Star Citizen. We just did a 13 mil mission right there. All you have to do is do that twice. You guys basically, you have more than enough to buy a C2. Then all you have to do is go to Area 18 or Orson, go buy your C2. You're chilling. Go to contracts, go to offers, go to priority, and then grab that 26 mil mission right there and go to town with your guys' C2 and make even more per hour and just make it a lot more fun. I want to say thank you guys to everyone that's supporting me. I would like to say again in the video, thank you. Nomad, Papadoms, Bunny, and Dawa have been donating in today's stream while I've been recording this video. So I want to say thank you again to them, as well as if you guys would like to win any ships in Star Citizen, not any ships in Star Citizen, sorry. If you guys would like to win any of the $500 in ships that we're giving away in Star Citizen, make sure to be in the streams participating from the 11th through the 15th, as well as the giveaway that we're doing on the 17th for St. Patrick's Day. If you guys would like to win any of that, make sure to be there and participate, as well as the amazing Mike's Pit, who just donated $5 while we were recording this outro. Thank you again, Mike W. And can we get a W for Mike in the chat? As well as a W for everyone that supports the channel, guys. Thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you guys can make some AUEC. Goodbye, and adios. Bye!